This is a general reading for Leo for October 13th through the 19th. So if Leo is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. For the month of October, I'm again offering that complimentary reading for either if you subscribe or put in a comment in the month of October. Now, please check the community posting on YouTube where I announced who are the winners from September. I had 4 winners I chose. I say I usually, I'm picking one, but I chose 2 new subscribers and 2 comments. And I posted them on there, so if you see your name there, send me an email and we'll arrange your reading. So congratulations to the 4 people there. Now, if you think you're a subscriber, check on the video below. And if it says subscriber, great. If it doesn't say that, sometimes YouTube's unsubscribes people and all you have to do is sign up again. And what it does is my numbers go down a little bit, so it's been wavering. And it goes down a couple, then it goes up a couple, down a couple, up a couple. Hope you need to lay down, honey. Oh, there you go. If you're not subscribed, it's absolutely free. It costs nothing. And what are the advantages? Well, you'll be entered for the complimentary reading. If you hit notification, you'll be notified when the videos come out. And this month, I'm having the subscriber special to thank the subscribers of my channel. My readings are $30 for 30 minutes, live or video, or $50 for an hour, live or video. It's $5 off for each one. So it would be $25 or $45. So if you're interested in a reading, send me an email. Even if you're not a subscriber, then it would be the $30 and the $50, and just send me an email. And by doing that, you help the channel, you help me. And I've compared prices between what I charge other readers that are on YouTube and even the psychic lines. Some of the psychic lines have charge like $6 a minute, $15 a minute. And mine it works out to about $1 a minute, and actually less than $1 a minute. So if you're interested in getting a reading, send me an email. Thank you. I have Hope here today. There he settled down. I'm gonna see, it's raining out. There's Hope. And he's in the hallway, and he's been deciding that it's not too cool outside, but he was a little bit restless right now. So he's settling down. No, Hope, don't go out. So he goes out, and then he stands and he wants in. I don't think he knows what he wants. So if you look through that doorway, through the sitting room, and then is the courtyard, and it's very rainy out today. It's raining in Portugal. Let's see, the other things are, I posted on my YouTube under the community about my GoFundMe, which is for my medical, and I have my premiums, which are coming up, and I've just about met them. I'm about €100 short. And then after that, I have my next copays for my treatment, which is $500 every time. And I really appreciate how people have supported me on that. You can support and help by either having a reading or through my YouTube, my GoFundMe. And through that, I've been able to continue my medical. It's getting to the point where I'm almost ready to go back to the US. I lowered the price on my house, and I've lowered it on Facebook Marketplace, and I'll put the link again on my channel. So it's now 180,000 euros, not dollars. So it's down considerably because I lose money staying in Portugal. There's a whole lot of reasons, including my medical, and I'm not monetized, but as soon as I get back to the US, I can be. And it's hard for me to be on any of the psychic lines because I'm in Portugal, and some of them don't have readers from Portugal. So everything's going to be a lot smoother when I'm able to go. Hope you're going to have to lay down. Hope is restless. I think he's just bored. So anyway, that's all under the community. I have shuffled the cards and concentrated on the cards. Today I have Hope there. Milo's in the sitting room. Nina's here on the table. Jason's in the bedroom room. And the two little feral kittens are out in the garage. And Nina liked, until the weather got really bad the last couple of days, she liked to hang out in the garage with the kittens. You know, one of the kittens would lay in the crate where Nina liked to lay down, and the other one was on the dog bed. And so I'm going to have to work on calming, you know, domesticating them because they're halfway feral. As soon as they see me, they run, so that they can come to the U.S. They're two little calico cats. Now, I'm not going to worry about Hope. He'll figure out where he's going to go. So let's see what we have coming up this week for Leo. Oh, I do see some good things coming. I see pictures of fall and enjoying fall activities and getting ready for Halloween and some family celebrations, you know, like the whole thing of hot cider or pumpkin, you know, like pumpkin lattes, or, you know, I think for some of you, you really like to get into the groove of the holiday season, decorating your houses with maybe some corn stalks and getting for the trick-or-treaters. For some of you, you're not really excited about it. And, you know, different holidays for different people. But I do see that some Leos are really getting into the groove. My great-granddaughter had the family movie night, which is something about Transylvania, because she's 5. So people are getting into the spirit of Halloween. Now, the first card we have is the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, about money. Look at that. Crossed over by waiting. You've started the 4 of Swords, just assessing and waiting, sort of like on hold. Then at the base of it is the Knight of Swords. Behind is the 8 of Pentacles. Little stucks of a little thing about work going on here. Then crowning you is the Chariot, moving forward. Movement card. You know, you've got 2 movement cards. The Knight of Swords often is a movement card, and then the Chariot is a movement card. Then up ahead is the Justice card. Then we have Queen of Cups, King of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, waiting for some money. And the final outcome is the Lovers with a broken heart. Someone could be having a broken heart about a relationship or hope for a relationship that didn't happen. Or it could be that, you know, and it's not reversed. It's a new, fresh, broken heart with the Lovers. Yeah, yes. Okay. What I'm hearing is sometimes it's better to, you know, it's like nip it in the bud is what they're saying. But what it is like not get too entrenched in it, because it is what it is, and you can't make it into something that it isn't going to be. So better to be with eyes wide open and know that there's limitations of where this is going to go, because if you invested more of your time and emotions into it, it wouldn't bear the fruit that you want it to have, which is a secure, loving relationship. And by focusing something on this, you might be missing the thing that is around you that would really resonate with those things that you're looking for. And I really think that, you know, just in due time. Now, we also have here the Devil card with the money. And the Devil card also showed up in Cancer's reading. The middle of you have the World with the King of Swords, Queen of Cups with the Empress. Well, that's good. Then ahead of you with the Justice card is the 9 of Swords. So it's a release of something after a decision is made. Moving forward with the Chariot is the Queen of Swords. Eight of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords reversed. So you got the Swords, and it must be related to work because you got the Pentacles going. Then at the base of it, moving forward, is work. And then we have Ace of Cups crossed over by the Emperor. Ace of Cups can be a relationship, can also be a decision made, and you also have the Justice card there. So it could be wrapping up from a previous relationship and somehow involved in the court system. It could be a decision. It could be looking for a new home, for example, in government, because the Emperor is government. It could be government grants. It could be a bank. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. So your reading is about, right here, the Nine of Pentacles with the prosperity coming forward. This is a feeling of prosperity, waiting for your, the prosperity to come. That's what you're reading about, is prosperity, crossed over by assessing. So with the Swords, because you have the 9 and the 10 of Swords, which can also be related to the Pentacles, that you're taking a break, in that you're looking at assessing at where you are. It's almost like the Hangman. The Four of Swords is taking a break, looking where you are, looking where you want to go. So that's related to work. So it could be, well, the work situation didn't turn out, or you don't know where your role is in that, or you maybe don't know what you want to do next. And it's just taking a break, taking a deep breath, figuring out, okay, where do I go now? Just a pause. Then we have also the Ace of Cups, can be home, can be relationship, crossed over by the Emperor. Now the Emperor can represent a very wise person. It could be a judge, it could be a leader, or it can be a government in the Ace of Cups. So it could be moving to a new home. It could be a relationship. It could be this person making some decisions about, Ace of Cups can also be new opportunities coming into you. Could be a job offer. It could be relocating. It could be purchasing a home, and you're dealing with the bank. So you're moving forward. There's a couple of moving forward cards, including, I think you have the Chariot, yes. So it's moving forward. Because you do have the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, which are completing a situation which has ended in the past. It can be related to work, it can be related to home, but it's still, you're still dealing with some of the aftermath from that situation, and also processing what happened, and then deciding what direction are you going to go next. It's like taking that pause and going, okay, that's not an option anymore. Where am I going to go in the future? And so that's what you're doing right now, is where am I going? What's going on? And the Emperor can represent, because it's with that Ace of Cups, it can represent prosperity, it can represent a job, it can represent some legal thing related to the home. It could be applying for a loan. It could be, some sort of, it could even be government housing, for example. If any of you are applying for any sort of grants or government assistance for housing. Or, we also have people who are needing government assistance after what's happened to your homes with all the storms. Because we have at the base of it, moving forward for work. Now, the 9 of Swords in this case can be a person, or it can be the energy of moving forward, and this is about work. So it could be making a decision about the direction you want to go for your work. Could be applying for new jobs. It could be self-employment. It could be applying for a promotion where you are. It could also be, rather than the 9 of Swords, which is action, it can be a person involved in helping you with this, someone who is like offering you a job, or someone on the workplace, like a boss, a co-worker, and that's at the base of it. So it can be moving forward, or it can be a person, and it's related to work. The Seven of Pentacles represents all the hard work that you've put on. You learn how to do the job, you put all the energy into it, and you're just waiting for the harvest. You know, it's the seven, which is waiting, knowing that you have done all the hard work. Because behind you is this heartbreaking situation related to work. Could be a layoff. It could be that you didn't get a promotion. It could be a business plan that didn't work out, that because the Eight of Pentacles is you know how to do the job, you stay focused, and then you get the paycheck. But this is the Ten of Swords. It can be some betrayal. That maybe you counted on someone like a boss or a co-worker, like your Knight of Swords, and they weren't as they appeared to be. They didn't have your back, as the expression, and there was some intrigue going on. And you know, you thought you could count on them to be part of the team, but when it really came down to it, it didn't happen. And so there's all this chaos that was going on, and the betrayal, the Ten of Swords, and that is behind you. Because what is crowning you is moving forward, and the Queen of Swords. Now, the Chariot is making a decision that you're moving forward. It could be moving to a new house, or it could be moving to a new job. But you've decided, okay, you are moving out of that situation, and the Queen of Swords can be an organization that you're leaving. It can be you focused on what you want, but that's what's on your mind. You could say, okay, I have, you know, this work experience that I was at didn't work out, and I am moving forward, and so I have the Chariot. You know, that the work environment has had all these swords, so I'm moving forward. Now, I'm not going to stick around. Which can be applying for jobs, looking for different jobs, looking at maybe creating your own gig, whatever you want, but it's there. Then ahead of you, you have the Justice card and the release of what happened. Now, justice can be a decision found in your favor, because this is related to you feeling you couldn't move forward. So there's some sort of decision that they made that's going to release this, you know, inertia, the unfair situation. So that's coming up. Or it could be you made a decision about this unfair. But I think that this is the Justice card, which means that there's, it can be, for example, if you were let go, they might give you a bonus, you know, at the end. Or it can be a decision found in your favor that you don't lose your job. Or you decide you're making the justice and you're moving forward from the situation, and it releases you from all that negative energy, and you're like, I'm moving on. I'm not going to be stuck here. So this is another, you know, you've got the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. You're moving forward from this situation, and there's the Justice card, which is keeping balance in an unbalanced situation and releasing those things that were keeping you from moving forward and having your, you know, having what is coming to you in abundance. That it's, you know, letting go of the past to allow the space for the good to come to you, because it will come, and there will be justice to you. Now, sometimes there are situations that don't seem very fair, that it's not found in favor. However, there's still, it's not lost, because there's lessons from all of that. For example, you know, we learn things along the way, and we develop a skill. Let's say you wanted to be play on a baseball team, or learn how to play pickleball. That's a big thing now, pickleball. And you decide, I want to be the pickleball champion of our community. Okay, so you take pickleball lessons, and you work out, and you're every week, you know, every day you're out there playing pickleball. And as a result of that, you start getting really healthy because you've lost a couple of pounds, your clothes are getting a little loose, and you meet all these people around you who like to be out and enjoy these activities. So you've got a new group of friends, and then you notice that you have more energy because you are learning a sport, and you keep concentrating. You see yourself as the pickleball champion of your community. Well, it comes time to the big tournament. And they have what do they call it? Well, someone who nobody knew that this person played pickleball, but they were a pickleball champion from another community that moved into your community. And you didn't win the championship, but you won because you had all these benefits. You learned how to play pickleball, you had a new group of friends, your health improved, your energy improved. It's all those things that you accomplished even though you weren't the champion. Just like anything that you learn or any situation, maybe it's not the outcome that you wanted, however, it's the journey and how you got there and what you can then transform into other things. So it could be after you learned how to play pickleball, and you're like, well, I can do other things that I don't know how to do. I learned that I'm not too old to learn how these things, then you get more confidence, and then you can tackle more things. That's the whole thing as we go along. Sometimes it's the journey, not the outcome, but the journey. And it's really important to remember, because sometimes we're invested in the outcome, but that's really not what the whole story was about. That could be what you're doing is the journey as you go along with the Justice card. Because we have here our little story about the Queen of Cups and prosperity. So you're actually feeling pretty good. Some of you may be thinking about a new home. It also can be, the Queen of Cups in the family, or feeling good about yourself. But it could be that sense of community, sense of family. Then we have the King of Swords and the World. This could be an organization that you're now involved in, or feeling good about what is now around you. The King of Swords can represent a boss, it can represent an organization, it could represent you. But it's being in the middle of your world. It could be a job, it could be a mentor helping you to accomplish that, but that's along the way. For some of you, you do have a mentor that's helping you, and through that, you're going to be expanding how in new roles that you could have that you don't even consider because you've been selling yourself short. And then we have here the Devil card with some loss of money. Now this has been appearing. So it could be some loss of money. It could be some trickery related to money. It could be a dispute over money. It could be, some hidden things about contracts. So if you sign anything in this week coming up, read, and don't fall for any scams. If someone phones you, sends an email, don't respond. If they say, oh, your bank account's been compromised, you have to transfer all of your money. No, you don't have to do that. Someone one time tried to do that. The grandchild calling me, where they get some fake person and they'll go, Grandma, help me, I'm in jail here in such and such a place, or I've been kidnapped. And I said, who is this? Well, I do have a grandson, but I knew he wouldn't be calling me. So they hung up right away when I said, who is this? They're going to try all the scams to get you away from your money. So this is about money and some deceit. Could be shorted on something. It could be some decisions about money to you. Oh, yes. It could be, for example, some settlements, and the Devil is there, which means some unfair decisions related to that money that may not be in your favor as you want, or it could be that they're doing delay tactics or some sort of dishonest thing. So, that's coming up. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. So, don't be surprised and be prepared. Be prepared for the unexpected, because they might be trying to apply something slick. And then the final outcome is the Lovers, a decision, and the broken heart. The Lovers can be a relationship, and the broken heart maybe not turned out the way you wanted it to, and you have a broken heart. It can be, the Lovers can be a decision that broke your heart. So it could be for some of you expecting some sort of financial outcome that may not be, you know, and you know, like for example, if you're applying for Social Security benefits, it takes many, many, many times to get approved for that. And John Oliver even had something on his program about Social Security and how they use the benchmarks. They don't even have a person that reviews, they have a person that reviews the files, but it could be someone who like gets paid by the volume, so they just don't really look at paying attention. And the medical coding and diagnosis is from like 1964. I mean, it's very antiquated. It was, he did a thing on his Sunday program. It's in the US, but it was all about Social Security benefit. And I had heard that, and I knew people that, because of the field I worked in, that people applied and applied and applied, and you have to keep applying and keep applying, and as you're doing that, you're getting more and more financially crunched. So it could be that maybe some of you are delayed and you have to apply again, or maybe it's a settlement and it's not as much as you wanted, you know, but there's something that's, and it breaks your heart about a decision. Or for someone, it could be the Lovers and a broken heart. So it depends on your situation. So Leo, I do think that this is a week of, some of you have been waiting for the information, and then once you have the information, you know what to do to move forward. It could be that, you know, to be informed, then you know the action plan. Okay, so we've been denied, so we do this and this and this. We appeal, we appeal, we appeal. And, you know, just be diligent is what it says. Be diligent and don't be swept away. You know, and when you're at the beach and they have those great big waves that come over and sweep you away, well, don't be swept away. Stand firm. And then if something comes along, just be resilient. Say, okay, well, I'm going to apply again, or we're going to reapply. We're not going to start a new claim, we're going to reapply. And it's important to have everything in a row. Okay, so that's part of that broken heart and the devil. For others, the devil can be a loss. For others, it can be someone that's trying to separate you from your money, including some business deals, maybe some property. Someone's trying to sell some property and they are trying to lowball you and say, oh, it isn't worth this much. But then they have some inside information. So take your time. Yeah, take your time, because it's the devil card and money, and there's some trickery that's going on around you. So use your discernment in signing any contracts. In fact, don't sign a contract unless you see an independent attorney. Independent attorney, that's what we're saying. Don't go by their realtor, or ask your neighbor. No, you don't do that. Get a professional and pay the hourly pay. You can get a referral from the legal lawyer foundation, you know, where you can, and they have the attorney referral, and you can get like an hour for $50 or something, or you could even go to legal aid. But you need to have someone read if you're going to sign anything. It's very important to get an independent third party to look over something if you're signing any land contracts this week, or anything that has big repercussions. Don't ask your neighbor. Don't ask the realtor, because they want the sale because they'll get the money. It needs to be an independent attorney that you pay to read it over, and they'll say, oh, did you know that you're giving away blah, blah, blah. You know, so you need that protection. This is all from Spirit wanting to protect you. Okay, so let's get our oracle cards. We're going to do Wisdom of the Oracle and the I Ching right now. And Hope is just standing. Maybe he just wants to stand. That could be it. You just want to stand, Hope? This is all wet outside, and today was the Mercado. I always say Mercado, I guess it's Mercado. It's the farmer's market here in town. It's the second Saturday of the month, and you know, it was lots of fun to go. It's interesting. Come on. They have, like, you can buy live stuff like rabbits and chickens and chicks and ducks and plants, and lots of plants. I have plants in my courtyard. Cheeses, very good cheeses. Then they have, and this is really what they call them, the gypsy market, which is, they're called gypsies, but they're really from Romania. They have their goods, the clothing, and I have bought socks there last year and a nice blanket. They have good prices. They go to these like markets, and they have their booth, and they make good money from it. Then we have where they have the barbecue chicken, and people sit around and eat that and drink beer, and they have live music, and it's very festive. You know, I'm sure it goes back to the farmers when they would come in once a month and meet all their friends. So, you know, it's too muddy now because it's rainy, and I don't have any money to be spending on stuff anyway. But it's, and I have made videos of it, and I could share that. But it's sort of fun to watch. And what else did they got? Oh, and they got some baked stuff, or yeah, some baked stuff. But they also have like those where they're fried in deep fat real quick, and they're very yummy. It's like a pastry kind of thing. So that was today. It's not that far from my house, but it's very rainy, and I'm shuffling your cards. Okay, so let's see what we have, Leo, here. This is for Leo. What cards do you want them to know for the wisdom of the oracle? And thank you, thank you, thank you. And here we have one. Community. That's what I was just talking about, community. Who's your community? This has been coming out a lot. So I think it's a sense of community and our support, and to identify with and be with your community. Then we have peace. Now the other reading got this to peace. And the final outcome is a change in the wind. You know, they also got that, and this was all random, a change in the wind. Things are coming, things are changing. So know that the things are changing for you. Okay, sorry for the little wavering camera. Jason hit the pod. Okay, now we're going to pull the I Ching. Right here. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is it that you have here? Angels and archangels and spirit guides. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And what is it that you want our wonderful Leo to know for this week? Okay, it is repairing the damage. Now this is interesting, number 18. Repairing the damage. Well, you have the Justice card there in your reading. I wonder if it's related to that. Let's see what this is. Repairing the damage, number 18, which works out to a 9, which is a completion. Number 18. Here we go. When something is rotting, it's time to repair the damage. In the world of human affairs, self-indulgence and corruption grow like weeds. That could be the devil card, for example. In an unintended garden, they must be faced squarely and rooted out through bold action. Eliminating corruption and the sloppiness that leads to it is an ennobling human enterprise. As it clears the way for fresh new beginnings. Such repair efforts ultimately lead to supreme success. This is the time to be lean and efficient. The weeds must be rooted out before the whole garden is lost. Fighting decay, indifference, and corruption is not a simple matter. The steps must be evaluated carefully, and planning should precede action. Resist the temptation to strike out prematurely. Gather strength around you and marshal your inner resources. Arresting decay requires a strong effort. When you do act, pay close attention to the process. Make sure you strike as precise and clear as the path of the surgeon's knife. Now, that is, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords that you had, plus the Devil card, all sort of supports this. And I said the Devil card with the money. So this is, there could have been some unfair things, and then you have the Justice card. This is, getting down to the bottom of it. That's what it's saying. Okay, now we're going to pull the two Louise Hay affirmation cards here. Okay. What do we have for our wonderful Leo? Angels and archangels and spirit guides. Here we go. Here's 1 and 2. It's right down here. Okay. I trust the process of life. There is a rhythm and flow to life, and I am part of it. Life supports me and brings to me only good and positive experiences. I trust the process of life to bring me my highest good. And I am in the process of positive change. I am unfolding in the fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. There you go. And then we have our meditation card. And thank you so much, Leo. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Check below to see if it says you're a subscriber or not. And if you want a reading, just send me an email. And, it's for subscribers, it's $25 and $45. And you send me an email and we make all the arrangements. And then your meditation card for this week here. Right here. Here you go. Here it is. Outer space. Take the time to heal, grow, and expand. There you go. Okay. Well, thank you so much. And I'm sending you light and love from Portugal. And I should say Nina and I are sending you light and love from Portugal. She's right here. Until next time, thank you.